Guys, do you know that without applying any net force on object, you can rotate that object? Yes, it is possible. In fact, the net force acting on any object may be zero, but it can also rotate in this case. The net torque may or may not be zero. It is not necessary that if net force is zero, net torque should be zero. This is the magic of force couple. And in this video, we are going to study this in detail. Now you can see this image on your screen. If I ask you that what is the torque acting on this dipole about this point O dash, that is not the part of this system. O is the center, but O dash is not the part of the system. So can you find out the torque acting on this dipole about O dash? The distance and the position of O dash is not mentioned in the question. So I would also explain to find out these kind of torques in this video. As well as in the part B of this video, we are going to study a very powerful concept of torque, which is point of application of force, which means that if you concentrate the complete amount of force acting at different points, if you concentrate that total force, that net force at a distance x from the body, it generates the same torque as all the forces are generating together. So that point where you are concentrating that complete force is called as point of application of force. We are going to study the point of application of force in this video, and this is a topic which most of the student has not even heard about in their lectures. So we are going to study it in detail as well as with some practical examples.
In this video, we are going to study about force couple. So let me first of all define a force couple. So a force couple is a pair of forces, each of same magnitude, and each force is acting in opposite direction. And that system of forces is known as force couple. Now, the torque due to that force couple is magnitude of any one force multiplied by the distance between the two forces, or we can say that the distance between their line of actions. So you can see this diagram that there are two forces of equal magnitude, but they are acting in opposite directions and they are separated by a distance of 2d from each other. So the torque on this system would be F into 2d. You can say that the force of any one force multiplied by the distance between the two forces. Now this force couple does not have any net external force acting on the system. This is very obvious that these two forces are acting in opposite directions as well as their magnitudes are equal. So there would be no net force acting on this system. So the net force on this system would be zero. But the net torque on this system is not zero, and in fact this torque is equal about any point in the system. So this is very important to note. Now you can see that there is a rigid body and there is a force couple which has two forces acting on this body in opposite direction, and the magnitude of the forces is equal. The distance between these two forces is d, and we have to find out the torque about the point A and point B. Now point A is this one, which is at a distance of x1 from this force and which is at a distance of x2 from this force. And point B is this one, which is at a distance of y1 from this force and y2 from this force. Now torque about A would be equal to F1 into x1. This is F into x1 plus F into x2. So torque about A would be F into x1 plus x2. Now x1 plus x2 is equal to d, and therefore torque about A would be equal to F into d. Now torque about B would be equal to F into y2 and plus F into y1. Okay, now you have to also keep in mind that the torque about A was added because the torque about A was F into x1 in anti-clockwise sense and torque about A for this force was F into x2 in anticlockwise sense. So the torque of both these forces was in anticlockwise sense. That is why we added the two torques. But the torque about B would be F into y1 in anticlockwise sense and F into y2 in clockwise sense. So the torque about B would be calculated by subtracting both torques. So the net torque about B would be Fy1 minus Fy2. Now we can see that y1 minus y2 is also equal to d. Therefore, the torque about points A and B are equal and the net force acting on the system is 0, and obviously the torque about any point in the system is same. So this is the force couple, and if the net force is 0 and net torque is 0 about any one point, then net torque would be 0 about all the points in the object, or the points may lie outside the object. It doesn't matter. So this is a force couple. So conclusively, force couple has two forces of equal magnitude which are acting in opposite directions, and the force couple has no net force acting on the system, but net torque of a force couple is a product of any one force with the distance between the two forces. It is also important to note that the net torque of force couple is same in complete system about any point. So let's move on the next topic. So I'll just remind you about the center of mass. And we already studied in previous chapter that center of mass is an imaginary point where the complete mass of the system can be assumed to be concentrated, as well as we in 90% of cases assume that the center of gravity is same as that of center of mass. So we concentrate the complete gravitational force at that point, which is called as center of mass. So similarly, the point of application of force can also be called as center of force, or we can say that it is a point where if we concentrate all the forces acting on the system, and then it will produce no change in the rotational effect on the system, and there is no change in the translational effect on the system. I mean to say that if this system, you can consider this system, is having three forces F1, F2, and F3, and the resultant force is F1 vector plus F2 vector plus F3 vector. This is the vector sum of all these three forces, and this resultant force is acting like that. So let us consider this point D, and let us concentrate the resultant force on this point D acting in the same direction, which is the resultant of these three, like that. So if the torque of this system created by F1 plus F2 plus F3 is same as the torque of this system created by all these three forces acting at different points about any point of the system, or let's suppose at O, then this system will have the same rotational effect as was earlier, and in this system there would be same translational effect as was earlier. So this is the point of application of force, and it might be possible that most of you people are not getting my point. So I'll be demonstrating my point by one example in this question only, in this video only. And let me first of all tell you one thing more, that we know that the mass movement of the system about center of mass is 0. So therefore we can also say that the torque of the complete system about point of application of force is also 0, because because the net force of the system is passing through the point of application of force. So the torque of the system about that point will also be 0. Now let us take an example for your better understanding. So this is a system in which there is a rod AB, and there are forces 20 Newton and 30 Newton acting at these points C and D. So we have to find out the point of application of force of this system. You should also notice that point of application of force can lie inside as well as outside the system, in the similar way in which the center of mass can lie inside as well as outside the system. So what we'll do, let's suppose, first of all, we'll find out the net force acting on the system. So the net force acting on the system is minus 10 J cap. You can see that 30 Newton is acting in the downward direction and 20 Newton is acting in the upward direction. So the net force acting on the system is minus 10 J cap. So what we'll do, that we'll draw first of all this rod AB, and let us concentrate this force, which is net force, F net, which is 10 Newton, and obviously it is in the downward direction, therefore F net is drawn in the downward direction. Let us find out the distance of this point of application of force from A. So let's suppose it is at a distance of x from A. Now let us first, in the second step, let us find out the net torque acting on the system. So this is the net torque. So the net torque acting on the system would be 20 into 10 in anti-clockwise sense. So this is 20 into 10, and the torque of 30 Newton would be in clockwise sense. So there would be a minus sign. So 30 into 30. Because this distance is 30, because this is 20. So the net torque acting on the system is, this is 200 minus 900. This is minus 700. This is the net torque acting on the system. Now minus symbolizes that the net torque acting on the system is in clockwise sense, because we have taken the clockwise torque as negative. So this is clockwise torque. Also we can see that the torque of F net would be in clockwise sense. So I can write the net torque as 700 in clockwise sense, CW. So we already discussed in this video that torque produced by this net force when it is applied at point of application of force should be same. So the torque produced by this net force is 10 into x, and it should be same as that is the previous torque. So x is equal to 70 centimeters. So we can say that the point of application of force is at a distance of 70 centimeter from point A. So this is the correct answer. I hope you must have understood the point of application of force.